Alright, hello YouTube, what's up? Speedplay here, with another deck review. This is my Long Live the Swarm deck, and I'll post a link to it on Trade Cards Online in the description below. But anyway, so this is the deck, finally, that features Fleandar. Now, I had Fleandar in my 10v10 recorded match, which you can also see, but I put him in the 6v6 deck because I think he's better 6-on-6, and also that 10v10 didn't go so well, so I learned a lot, actually. So, alright, let's look at the creatures. So, first up, we have Orban. He's got 60 energy and 85 courage. He's got an Orcus on it to give him water. And so this deck runs Earth, Water, Courage, the Danian staples. So Orban is really good in Infection because he has Waterproof 10, so we can gain an additional turn at the beginning of the battle if your opponent has water. And then his Hives, he gains 10 energy for each effective creature your opponent controls. So that's going to be really useful. And then next we have Fleandar. I really like this card. He's got 1 magic counter, 90 courage, 60 energy, earth, water, and I have equipped him with Drill Dozer. Now, with Fleandar's ability, uninfect 3 creatures, activate Hive, and heal all damage on Fleandar. So it's best to have him with high energy because you can heal more, because you can't heal more than the energy with you start with. So with the Drill Dozer, he goes to 80 energy, and then if I'm at 5, I can heal up to 80. So that's the way it works. So basically, for a cost of uninfecting 3, you double your energy, and your opponent pretty much has to fight you all over again. And then in slot 3, we have Draz, so all my frontline players have 60 energy scanned. So that's really good. So Draz also has 90 courage, earth, water, also a Drill Dozer. You can give them an Evergreen Tunic or a Danian Carapace if you want, but I'm going to run Drill Dozer. He's good, so Infected, when he's infected, he gains Earth 5, awesome. Hive, Outperformer, Courage 5, also good. And even if there's a Doors of the Deep Mines open to the Beyond the Doors version, Water 5 is still going to work, so that's pretty nice. So he's good just as a fighter. He can stay back. You want to keep him infected generally. And anyways, in the back row, I have Namai with a Bronze Flight. Namai is good just because I need a fighter. He has decent energy, he has a Muji counter, he has 80 courage, and his Hive, he gains 5 energy and 5 in all stats for each mana board you control, or basically for each infected creature and mana board you control. So that's going to work really well in the end when you have a bunch of creatures infected. And then, since this is an infection deck, I have Topar, so at the beginning of your turn, infect an uninfected creature, any uninfected creature, and then when one of your creatures is targeted by an opponent's magic or ability, you want to infect them and negate that magic or ability. Now, generally, you want to keep creatures infected in this deck. The only time you want to uninfect them is with Fleandar. But that's still good. He's equipped with a Bimol Recycle. You're going to sacrifice and give a fighter, range, and swift, preferably one of these two. Draz probably just wants to stay back, because I'd rather engage with these two, because I think they'll be tougher battle. And then in the back, Macrobon, he's got 2 counters and Repetium and Baldeer's Flute. He's really good in this deck because his ability is whenever he gains a counter, you infect somebody who is uninfected. And so that's why he has a Repetium and Baldeer's Flute. So you sack it, you gain a Muji counter, and you get to infect somebody. And then if you sacrifice one of his Muji counters, you can activate or deactivate Hive. Now, Activate Hive is good because you have 3 creatures who have Hive. Deactivate Hive is so if you uninfect 3 creatures with Fleandar, if you deactivate it, you can uninfect another 3 and heal them again. So that's going to be really useful, and that's why this is a good combo. Now let's see our Music deck. So the Music's mostly Infection, and then we got a couple Music. So I've got Infectious Melody, infect up to 2 target uninfected creatures, just fairly straightforward. This is to be cast by Topar. Song of Symmetry, just in case you need a bit of separation with you and your opponent's energy, so gain 10 and deal 10, to be cast by Fleandar. Cadence Clash, you know what it does, to be cast by Namai. Refrain of Denial, to be cast by Macrobon. Strain Infection works really good with Macrobon. I've talked about this combo before. It's a 0-cost music, and then it works with him because it says uninfect up to 3 infected creatures, target any creature gains a magic counter creature uninfected this way. So when you do that and he gains counters, he can reinfect 3. So you can just keep the same creatures infected, and the end result is you're going to gain 3 counters. Or you can change around the infection. Like I said, that's good. And then gaining counters is always good, and it works especially well with Ode to Obscurity. So it's an X-cost music, some Forged Unity. Infect X uninfected creatures. If you control non-Daemon, infect another X uninfected creatures. And this will work, I'll explain how this works really well with this deck later. Let's go into the attack. Alright, the attack deck is fairly straightforward, and I left it because it only has 4 zeros. So, one of them is Spirit Gust, stat check, courage 50, deal 5 damage. Shadow Strike, challenge, courage 15, deal 5. I have Fluid Flame and Earth Shape in case of a Nimon Void Land, or if Orbon loses his gear or whatever. Flood Force, 15 water damage. Mineral Mayhem, good for some earth damage, or up your courage by 100 for your challenges or against Lord von Blutzer and Fani. 2 Earth Pulse, 2 Daunting Bravery to help with the courage and get some damage out. 2 Rust Toxic, Earth Water Courage. Same deal with Geyser Gush, 2 of those. Now the next 3 attacks are also really good. So I'm running 2 Marksman's Preparation just for 30 damage. Another attack I'm running just for pure damage is Primal Smash, just 20 base damage, always good. In case, just always good. You can put it in any deck you like because it works with any deck because it's just base damage. It's an ultra rare attack, which is cool. Enlightened Tenacity for 20 damage, Earth and Courage. Deluge of Doom, Earth and Water, lower your opponent's courage by 25. And Tectis Strike for 30 damage, Earth and Courage. So, not much can be subbed with the attack deck here. It all works pretty well. If you want, you can take out the Primal Smash, although I recommend leaving it in. You can put it in another Mineral Mayhem or another Flood Force. But one thing you don't want to do is put in a Swarm of Destruction. I'll explain that in a sec. Alright, so let's go to locations. Okay, so the location deck is also pretty basic. You're trying to get initiative, so Coral Forest, Initiative Courage, and then since you have Bi-Motorcycle, this is good for getting in there with just when you send a creature who has range and Swift. Mount Pillar Reservoir, get Initiative, you get Fireproof, and Water 5. Mephian Mirage, the most annoying Mirage, lay it down. Also, the innate ability is useful, gain Swift 1, so that can also be coupled with the Bi-Motorcycle. Chime Grid, put your counter on Macrobon, and then he can infect somebody. Gloomok Swamp, Initiative Courage, boost your earth damage. Infect Torrent, Initiative Courage, deal 15 if the opposing engaged non-Daemon creature is infected. Mount Pillar Reservoir, liberated, Initiative Daemon, both players infect a creature they control. That is uninfected. 2 Hive Gallery, Initiative Earth, and boost your courage attacks and drop power attacks. And our last location is the North Range High Ground. So, Initiative Courage. So when this comes up, it doesn't really matter what tribe you choose. Pick as you will, just not Daemon, honestly. And then this is in here for Ode to Obscurity. And this is really efficient because, if you recall, Ode to Obscurity says, if you control a non-Daemon, infect another X uninfected creature. So when you choose a non-Daemon tribe, when this comes up, and if you cast this, so say you pay 3, you're going to infect 3 for the first ability, and then since you control a non-Daemon, you're going to infect double that. So it says X, infect X here, infect X here. So it's double what you pay. So if you pay 3, you will infect 6. If you pay 2, you will infect 4, etc. And that's really efficient, because you're going to try to uninfect creatures with Fleandar to heal them if you have to, and this is going to reinfect the board really fast. And then, so as I said before, don't put a Swarm of Destruction. Don't use a Swarm of Destruction, that's why I don't. Because then Swarm of Destruction's ability is if you control non-Daemon, Swarm of Destruction deals 0 damage. So that is a big risk if you have this. So it's not really a big deal. You got Flood Force, you got Geyser Gushes, you got Earth Pulse. Just don't put Swarm of Destruction if you have this. So now let's go through the basic battle plan. So match starts. You may want to hold on to your Bi-Motorcycle if you feel like it, or you can just go straight in, try to take out their defender if they have any. If they don't, great, then you're going to take out their mages. You obviously defend these 2 with Namai. Also sack the Mephidian Ball Leader's Flute right off the bat to infect somebody, or hold on to it if you suspect a super cool rain attack. Keep infecting people with Topar with his ability. Infect Draz probably right off the bat just so that you can get his Earth 5. Regarding Fleandar's ability, you want to try and keep some of your creatures infected so that you can uninfect them for his heal, and then try to leave most of your opponent's creatures infected so that Orbon can gain energy for his hive. With the attacks, like I said, you've got Draz. If you have him infected, and with Hive active, he's going to deal additional 10 damage on Earth Courage attacks, just an additional 5 for Earth and an additional 5 for Courage, outperform Earth 5. Regarding your music, the order in which you want to play it is as follows. So, wait to play Ode to Obscurity, because you want to wait for the North Range and then get the whole double pay thing. Try to cast this right away. If they cadence clash it, you got your 2, so it's not that big a deal even if they do. Song of Symmetry is to be used in battle. With Strain of Infection, wait, try to cast it right away as well, as soon as you have at least 3 creatures infected, because then you gain the max amount of counters. And that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. I hope to do a match with this deck soon, and then, but before I do that, I'm going to post a video later on of a match I did yesterday. It was really epic for my mixed deck. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. I'm Spooler Player A. Thank you all for watching. Peace.